because he won't just stop with what he's doing here. You're next. That's what you hear. That's what they believe. Join me, Andrew Castle, tomorrow morning from 7. Listen on your radio.
Right, I purposely turned the volume up because you could hear that I've got the radio in the background. LBC, which is a phone-in program for those who don't know, and they were talking about Will Smith, who resigned from the academy yesterday. I need to put my teeth back in so I could speak properly. I speak too fast and I fall over my words. So please forgive me and please excuse me when I do stumble over my words. Anyway, so Will Smith, if you don't know already, has resigned from the academy. So he won't be invited back next year to hand out the Oscar to the best actress of this year, I would imagine. Would be this year. Anyway, so after the world and most of social media has put their 10 pence worth in over the slap that was heard around the world, so it was time for me to put in my teeny microscopic little piece of penny in the mix. Now, post slap, there were a lot of women, in particular black women, saying, he honored his, he saved his wife's honor. He was protecting, it was beautiful that he was protecting his wife. Okay. All right. These are the things I heard. And as Kevin Samuel correctly asked a question, he asked the woman, said, well, what exactly did he protect? Because the word was already said. Was there more onslaught oncoming during that process? And the answer was no. So what exactly did he protect as such? Anyway, so let's push that to one side. So my question today is, with all the repercussions that's taken place from that slap and his outburst. Now, I don't care whether you think it's fake or not, right? I really don't really give a shit about conspiracy theories such as that, because at the end of the day, the cause and effect has already taken place. So my question is, was the juice worth the squeeze? Would all what's happened to Will's image and the process that he now has to take as a result of his actions, was it all worth it? Was it worth it? Now, as I agree with many commentators, there was other ways he could have done it. Like if he was really bothered about it, which appears he wasn't that bothered enough to begin with, by laughing at the joke to begin with. However, as Steve Harvey said, he could have addressed him behind closed doors in a press office, or off stage, or he could have made reference to it when he accepted his Oscar. He could have made reference. So there was a million different ways. If you want to go down the road of protecting his wife's honor, there was a million better ways he could have done it, but he done it that way. And here we got the results of what happened. Not only that, I didn't know that this was the first Oscar that was produced by black people, which is a big deal. It was a historical event. So was his wife's honor worth all the sacrifice those people made, and for their moment or to shine being taken away from his decision? So was that honor, was that the way he carried out that honor, was it worth it? Silence is deafening. I don't seem to be hearing a lot of the same women coming up on YouTube. I'm gonna watch out for. It's going to be very interesting to see in the next few days how many women who's in support of his actions are going to come up and say, okay, well, the damage that he's sustained was worth his wife's honor. Be very interesting to see. It'd be very interesting to see if you get the usual reaction of silence. Silence is a deafening silence. So, there you go. Well, what can I say? What can I say? All I could say, there's a way of doing things. There's a way. If you are genuinely offended and genuinely pissed off, there are a way of doing things, and there's a way not to do things. So again, my question: was it worth it? Was it, you ladies who was singing his praise for getting up there and protecting his wife's honor? What are you saying now? What are you saying now? Was it worth it? Do you think it was worth it? Was the juice worth the squeeze? I mean, he's the one who's really paying a price for this. I mean, Jada, is she paying any price for this? I'm not advocating that you shouldn't protect your wife. Hell no, of course not. Of course not. But as I said, don't confuse, because you women, you have a good way of twisting what a man says and make out he's saying something he isn't saying. And this is why I have respect for King Richards and Kevin Samuel and people who debate with women, because I wouldn't have that kind of patience. Because the minute, if I'm talking about A, and then you move the goalposts and bring the subject about B when I wasn't talking about B, I'm talking about A, and you want to bring up B, that's when I lose my temper. I'll lose my cool, and I'll call you all sorts of names, and I'll look even worse than I already do anyway. So it's just best I just stay away from that. I mean, I haven't got a big enough following and a big enough clout to do that. And even I did, I just wouldn't even entertain having a phone-in show talk to women, because your irrational mindset and your roller coaster emotional reactions to things, nah. I am not that man. I am not that man. I really am not. Anyway, so there you go. Right, folks. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch my microscopic channel. But there you go. That's my teeny weeny little piece in the mix. Okay, bye.
Oh yeah, as Lieutenant Columbo would say, just one more thing. Speaking of silence is deafening. Jada, what do you have to say about the whole matter, which you a big part of? You are a big... Chris Rock made a joke, but if it hadn't been for your reaction, none of this would have happened. So what do you got to say about the repercussions that your husband is going through?